Hey, my dear friend, one thing that you need to remove in your entire life and you start attracting success. Don't complain about things that you cannot change. Guess what happens? When you complain about things that you cannot change, what happens is that you start losing the courage and the focus to the things that you can change. So I would argue and suggest it to you that you maintain a high focus to where your power and potential can make an impact. Otherwise, any efforts that you make towards the things that you have no control over, they are not going to do anything. I have a very great example. I have some of my former classmates when I was in high school. They didn't like one of the teachers and they had to leave the school. Why? Because they didn't like how this teacher used to give a lot of advice and use real life examples, and the examples that he would use would be the students, the students. Then these guys decided after 3 years studying at the same school, they had to go and look for another school. A few of them, other schools worked for them, but most of them, still the schools they found had their own issues as well. So that's what happens when you don't keep the focus on what you have the control over. Now, there is always something that will happen and it is not in your powers. And there is always something that you will not be in control over. But what you have to control of is how you respond to the situations. And you can respond to any situation positively, no matter what happens. And to me, I knew that the teacher was not one of my favorite teachers, but I learned how to handle him, and it really worked. That is the reality.